Hi everybody, welcome back to Creative Witchy Mama, or welcome for those that are new to joining this channel. If you are new and you're liking this content, please hit the subscribe and press the notification bell so you know when I'm updating my content. I share a lot of different stuff on here. From making to solo motherhood to my little boy, like everything. So yeah, if you're enjoying that, please hit subscribe, like. I love your comments too, so keep them rolling in. But today I want to talk about, I previously did a video on like loneliness, crippling loneliness, and what it meant for me as like a solo mum. Today I actually wanted to talk about like how I kind of overcome it. Because I think it's really important that we have, I guess, some good coping mechanisms. And what works for one person might not work for another one, but it might help, I guess, along the way. So what do I do? The biggest thing for me is surrounding myself with a great bunch of friends. I'll give you a little background for those that don't already know, but I am from the UK, and I live here in Australia, and I live here basically by myself, but with my son. And he's only young. He's about to turn 9 months soon. But yeah, so it's just the two of us. All of my family are in the UK. I traveled here many years ago now, 20 years ago, almost half my life pretty much. And I stayed here. I decided to make it my home, but it does mean that I often feel quite lonely, I guess, sometimes, especially since having my son. I definitely feel that that loneliness. So I'm just going to drink my coffee, guys. If you don't have one, get one, or tea, or drink of your choice. Mine's coffee. But yeah, like I, it's had its like tough times. It's had its great times. I try and get back to see my family as often as possible, but it means that what I've had to do is kind of surround myself with great people, um, and supportive people that don't judge me, that tell me how it is, but those that are there to support and help me along the way. And I cannot express how incredibly important it is to surround yourself with a very supportive tribe, especially as a solo mum. Now, my tribe is changing too. The more I develop, the more I'm becoming awake and aware of many different things. Also, as I meet other mums, my tribe is changing, but all it's doing really is expanding, which is even better. I'm not going to lie, those moments at 2 o'clock in the morning, you know what, my tribe is not there, right? I'm here in the house alone. So um, they're not there to take that burden, or to help me with that moment in that very moment. But the great thing is I know that I can share it with my nearest and dearest the next day. I always have people checking in on me. Like I said, I've got some really great friends. But what I also do, so in that moment, I often reach out to my mum. Now, I have the luxury to do that because of the time difference. So I do have the luxury to do that and reaching out. I think talking through these moments is so, so important. I know I have definitely tried to bottle some up, but it doesn't work. It really doesn't. It just makes things worse. So I guess really opening up and talking about them is definitely key. Find yourself that buddy, find yourself that tribe to really help you. And I guess the other part of that is, like the physical being in that solo parenthood by yourself with no support. Also finding a good support network that will help you. If you really need to go and take a bath, or you need to go and get a massage, or something to take some time for yourself, surround yourself with people that can do that. And I've got to admit, most of my tribe came from, actually, through the COVID era. I started going to a lovely yoga and meditation session. I made really good friends with the yoga teacher. She's become a great friend. But what it actually did was it opened my heart and my knowledge, I guess, to more people, like-minded people. So something as simple as getting out on I don't know, I can't even remember what nights it was now, but it was like a nighttime. This is pre being a mum. I then created such a great bond with so many great people. Since having H, though, what I found is, Facebook has been like a godsend to me, which I never thought it would be. But I've hooked in with a lot of different groups, solo mums, IVF journeys, and then also I'm a crunchy mum as well. So, getting in on all those crunchy mum chats, putting out into like local chats to try and meet up with some people. I've met some fantastic women, some fantastic mums. They're not all solo mums, but they're mums nonetheless, which is really nice. So I can share a lot of those, those mum sort of problems with. So I kind of think extending your network is really important. And then also trying to make a bit of time for yourself. And I am so guilty of not doing this. But I think in those days where you are literally spending 24 hours with your child or children, as a solo mum, can be very hard, right? You're just doing and doing and doing and doing and doing and doing and doing. And there's no end in sight because you get up the next day and you do it all over again, usually on very minimal sleep too. But I think taking those moments, like sometimes what I'll do is once I put Harrison to bed, I'll then like hop in the bath. Like I'll just have even if it's a 10-15 minute bath, before I then go make my dinner and things like that, just to have that, like, I guess, downtime, relax my muscles a little bit. I can't do that sort of thing during the day because, Harrison needs my attention, things like that. But, sometimes there's that little window, very small window, even if it's cooking yourself a nice meal, like being at home on your own, I do a lot of things in bulk. And sometimes I don't, like I do them and then I'm eating the same thing for days and days and days because I've made it in bulk to make it a bit easier for myself, just heating it up on the stove. But sometimes just buying some nice ingredients of your favorite meal, preparing those just for you, I think that's really nice. I then also try and get some friends over, like, if it's once a week, once a fortnight, once a month, whatever suits you and your friends. I have one particular friend, she's my business partner as well. She'll quite often come over, like, a couple of times maybe in a week, but one day will be all about like our business and prepping and planning and scheduling things to do. But then the other one will just be having a girls' night in. And it's nothing crazy. Like, we're not having drinks or anything like that. I mean, I think we had wine the other night for the first time in a very long time. But, just sitting and having a chat. We might watch a movie. Again, it's just giving yourself that time, but doing it then at home, but inviting your friend around. And I think that gives you that sense of having somebody there. It may not be all the time, but it definitely gives you that sense of not feeling so lonely and isolated. And then I think the other thing is trying to get out as much as possible. And I'm doing that a lot more now with H. We go to baby spa, so we're doing that either once a week or once a fortnight. I try and meet up with some crunchy mums. We go to the park and have a play. Then I get involved with another mum group where we do some walking each week. So doing that, I'm taking H now to play cafes, even if it's by ourselves. That's okay, just to get us out of the house and just to, I suppose, connect, even if it's not with other people all the time, just connect somewhere else. So it's not just in your own four walls as well, because I think that can be crippling sometimes when you're just in your own environment all the time. You're just, those cogs are turning. You're doing the cooking, the cleaning, the playing, you're just constantly on repeat. So just trying to break all those cycles. So I guess that's my ways of overcoming my loneliness in my journey of solo motherhood. What's yours? Like, I'm super interested to see what do you do? Are you thinking about this journey yourself, and you have some other ideas, or you want to know a little bit more? Like, drop it down in the comments. Hit me up with some questions, or even some advice. I love listening to how other people are tackling these problems and challenges too, because it's just such a small window of our lives, small opportunity to be able to like move and move through all these things. But everybody's got all different ideas, and I love listening to them. Yeah, so hit me up. Let me know what you're doing, or if this is a journey you're about to embark on. I'd love to know as well. And yeah, if you do love this content as much as I love sharing it, please hit the subscribe and pop the notification bell on as well, so then you know when I am uploading my new content. Until next time. Mwah.